everybody, welcome back to the Microburst 600 side-by-side build. Just finished welding those PTO couplers to the sprockets. Next up, I need to start focusing on the idler. So I have these smaller bearings here for the idler. I have two of them. Just these little guys here. What I need to do is take this and just kind of make the bearing carrier. And then I have this other piece of steel here. That's going to get turned into a shaft that's welded onto that slider plate. Alright, so I'm going to hop over onto the lathe, start boring that out to the right dimensions. Hopefully get a nice press fit on these bearings this time. Alright, let's go. Alright, just finished taking the last cut. Let's take a measurement off this guy. Okay. Looks like I got about a... Oh no. No press fit again. You bugger. It's a good thing I didn't quit my day job to become a machinist, because I think they would have fired me by now the way I'm going with these press fits. Okay, still moving along here with the chain tensioner, folks. So let me show you what I have so far. So this last piece here you just saw me machining on the lathe. This is going to house the bearings, so they will pop into here. Not a press fit, unfortunately. Alright, so they'll pop in just like so. And then this sprocket is going to sit on this ridge here that I have machined. So that's going to pop in like that. And then these two units will end up being welded together, which I will do in a moment. Then I have this small shaft. So this is going to be inserted into the bearings so that it can rotate on that. And I have it threaded on the front here for a 3/8 bolt, and that's going to retain the whole unit onto the shaft. And then this whole thing itself will be inserted and welded onto the slider plate, just like so. And there's the full assembly. Just need to weld it all together. But that's it. Aside from that little press fit issue, it turned out pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to fire up the welder next. We'll get all these pieces welded together, and we'll take it from there. Alright, those guys are welded up. And an interesting turn of events, that bottom bearing is now pressed in there. I had to kind of hammer and tap that thing in, and I can't get it out. I imagine that's because the heat has distorted this thing so much. Now the top one still just kind of slides in, but yeah, unfortunately though, the heat has also distorted my sliding plate. So I'm gonna have to throw that onto the mill and machine it again. I just put I was only gonna weld the top. Oh geez, that's still hot too. I was only gonna weld the top, but then I saw how much it distorted, so I thought I'll come and weld the backside just to see if the heat would kind of warp it back, but unfortunately it didn't do that. So I'm gonna throw that onto the mill and just kind of take a few thou off and get that thing level again. Alright. Okay, I've got my 2 1/4 carbide tip face mill on here. What I'm going to do is lift the table up just until I touch off on that. And then I'm just going to take a real light pass. Probably only take about maybe 1 or 2 thou off. And then I'm just going to keep jumping back and forth between the mill and the chain box until I get a nice fit. Alright, just touched off there now. I'm going to mark 0. And then I'm going to come up 1 thou. Which isn't very much, so let's see what we got here. Alright. Oh, it's snug. Okay. There we go. That's all we needed. Just had to take about 1 thou off the back, and now it's fitting real good. So cleaned up the back side there. Okay, I'll throw all the pieces together and I can show you guys what this thing looks like assembled. And there we have it, folks! That's what it looks like assembled. Not too shabby, I say. Now if I get on the back side here, I can just rotate that. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, so I still need to make the washers, nice big thick round washers to retain all these. That's still left. I also need to drill and tap a hole into the back side of this slider plate right here. So that'll be what puts tension on this. So I still need to do that. And what's left? Obviously the sides of the case and everything. But yeah, this is looking pretty cool. Everything seems to be lining up nice. I've already checked that. Can't be any worse than what I had before. Oh man, got a lot of hours into this guy, and well, it's finally paying off.